What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all for watching my videos, love y'all. Chapter 2. The Land of Waves. Let me just say this first, I'm not really good writing fight scenes, so bear with me. Naruto got up at 4:30 a.m. and decided to eat breakfast anyway and grabbed an apple instead of cup ramen and then began to get dressed. He made his way to the training ground and saw that he was the first one there, so he decided to practice his taijutsu skills on a log that was there. After about 15 minutes or so, Sasuke and Sakura also arrived. Here, eat up, Naruto said as he tossed an apple to them both. Naruto, Kakashi-sensei said not to eat breakfast. Sakura said, we have to treat this training session as a real mission, and on a mission a shinobi can't focus on the battle if he's too hungry. Not to mention apples are both nutritious and delicious. Naruto replied, Naruto's actually right, thanks. Sasuke said, no prob bro. Kakashi then arrived around 20 minutes later to angry faces. Once they were settled, Kakashi began to go over what their training would be. He explained how they needed to successfully retrieve 2 bells from him and whoever didn't get one would fail and be sent back to the academy. Sasuke and Sakura were dumbfounded because that meant only 2 of them could pass, but Naruto knew this was some sort of trick. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were all hiding as Kakashi was just standing in middle reading his book. Naruto knew a lot more now than before, so he was playing his cards right. He decided he would find Sasuke and Sakura so they could form a plan, although he knew they most likely weren't going to be willing to work with him. Sakura was only thinking of her and Sasuke. Sasuke was only thinking of himself, and Naruto took the time out of his day to at least try and work with them. As he jumped through the trees, he made 2 shadow clones to find Sasuke and Sakura while he came up with a plan. One of the clones spotted Sakura walking down a trail, carrying a kunai in her hand. Hey Sakura, Naruto said. What is it Naruto, we need to be separated. She said, yes, but we have to find Sasuke first and form a plan. Without a plan we will never pass this test. Only 2 of us can pass Naruto. And those 2 are going to be me and Sasuke, and you're not gonna get in our way. Sakura said with annoyance. Sakura, listen, I don't give a damn about your obsession with Sasuke, and I'm sure as hell not getting in the middle of all that BS. But we need to treat this as a real mission. You really think enemy shinobi are gonna give 2 fucks about some crush? No, they'll kill you without a second thought. If we're gonna be real ninja, then we have to learn to work together whether you like it or not. Naruto said, well, fine then. We should find Sasuke first so he can come up with a plan. Sakura said, why yeah sure. Already working on that, said Naruto with an annoyed look on his face. They then leapt into the trees and went to search for their teammate. Eventually they found him hiding in the bushes. What are you 2 doing? We're supposed to be split up and only 2 of us can get those bells, Sasuke said. We know that, but we need to work together and come up with a plan if we're gonna complete this test. Naruto responded, alright, I'm listening, he said. I'm surprised not a single one of them has made a move yet. They may be more strategic and willing to work together than I thought. Just as Kakashi was thinking that, a giant fireball came heading towards him, to which he dodged easily. He saw Sasuke running towards him to engage in hand-to-hand combat, but Kakashi was far more skilled and easily overpowered him. Suddenly a kunai was thrown from behind Kakashi, but it went above his head and set off a large explosion, taking down about 5 trees. Did we get him? Sakura asked. Of course not, Sasuke said while look up at Kakashi on a tree branch. As Kakashi leapt down to strike Sasuke, a dozen fists punched out of the ground, striking Kakashi and throwing him back into the air. Naruto Uzumaki Barrage. All the Narutos yelled as they huge combo on Kakashi. Sakura and Sasuke couldn't believe it. Naruto actually beat Kakashi. When Naruto landed on the ground, all the clones dispersed, and so did Kakashi. Before Naruto could do anything else, his foot was caught by a rope and he was dangling from a tree. Sasuke and Sakura were knocked out before they could react, and so was Naruto. When they woke up, they were all tied to logs. I'm actually impressed. I never expected you guys to work together so efficiently, Kakashi said. You wanted to test us not on our skills, but our teamwork and companionship, right? Naruto said, yes, very good, Naruto. The trick was to see if you would all work together or against one another, and you all did excellent, even if you failed to take me down. For that, you all pass. Kakashi-sensei, I have a confession to make. I wasn't willing to work with Naruto at first. I was only thinking about me and Sasuke getting those bells to be together. Naruto talked me into using teamwork. Sakura said, yeah, I'm guilty too. I completely forgot what is most important for a shinobi in the battlefield, and Naruto brought us all together. If anything, only he deserves to pass. Sasuke said, it's alright. The fact that you still were able to cooperate together shows that you can work efficiently as a team. Just treat this as a learning experience. Always remember, those who break the rules and laws are regarded as scum, but those who abandon even one of their friends are worse than scum. Now you are all dismissed. Kakashi said as he untied the ropes and offered to treat them to lunch at Ichiraku's ramen. Soon after, Naruto caught up with his teammates. Hey guys, why don't we all start training together? Naruto said, training together? You mean without Kakashi-sensei? Sakura asked, yeah. Then we could really surprise him. We could meet at the training grounds every day at 5 a.m. so we can improve our skills and abilities. We need to be strong and powerful in the ninja world, otherwise we would die. Naruto responded, I'll do whatever it takes to become strong enough to complete my goal, I'm in. Sasuke agreed, yeah, me too. Sakura agreed, then it's a date. See you guys in the morning. Naruto said as he waved goodbye. When Naruto got home, he noticed the empty basket on the table. Hey Ryuk, did you eat all the apples? I ate them overnight. I had been waiting all day to ask for more. You know how this works, Ryuk. You do something for me and I do something for you. It should be the other way around. Well, it's not. So what I need you to do is basically steal some scrolls for me and my teammates to use during training. Fine, I'll go. But only so you can get me a big basket of apples. Got it, now go. I have to hit the library again. Naruto then went to the library to do some more studying and research with his clones. After a few hours, Ryuk came with the scrolls and Naruto bought the basket of apples. The next morning he met up with Sasuke and Sakura and they began training. It went on like this for weeks, as well as going on D-rank missions which they didn't like at all. The mission was a success, Lord Hokage. Kakashi said, what mission? Chasing a cat? All we've been doing is chores. If we're supposed to be real ninja, then why aren't we having real missions? Naruto said, every genin starts off with D-rank missions and then work their way up. That's how the system works, Naruto. Kakashi said, well, I think it's time we've gotten a real mission for once. Naruto said, I agree, said Sasuke. Me too, said Sakura. Alright, since you are all so anxious, I will assign you this C-rank mission I have available. It's an escort mission where you must ensure that the client returns safely to his village. The Hokage said. The door then opened to reveal a middle-aged man. What, are these supposed to be my escorts? A bunch of brats. The old man said, we are not brats, nor are we ordinary children. Naruto said, appearing behind the man. How is Naruto that fast? I barely saw him. Kakashi thought in a little shock. This is Tazuna, and do not worry, fine. Kakashi here is a very skilled jonin. The Hokage said, why yeah, and these kids are also pretty skilled. I assure you everything will be fine. Kakashi added, well, alright then. I'll be waiting. Tazuna said. Soon they made leave, were on their way to the land of waves, since that is where Tazuna lived. When they were a good distance from the leaf, they were walking through the woods, and as they passed a small puddle, two ninjas came out of the puddle and launched long chains at Kakashi, but were blocked by Naruto and Sasuke, and Sakura quickly engaged the two ninja. Sasuke launched an enormous fireball jutsu at one of them, taking him out, and Sakura engaged the other ninja in a taijutsu battle, in which she knocked him out into a tree, splitting it in half with one punch. Sakura, how did you? Kakashi started. I had been practicing a bit of medical ninjutsu. Sakura said, cutting him off. Well, I must say I am very impressed with the way you three handled the situation. Good job, all of you. However, Tazuna, I think you've got some explaining to do. Kakashi said, yeah, because if I recall correctly, C-rank missions don't have attacks from enemy ninja. That would normally be an A-rank mission. Naruto said, Naruto's right, so please explain why you lied, because you must have known you were being targeted. Kakashi said, slightly impressed at Naruto's knowledge on the shinobi rank system. Tazuna then told them everything about Gato controlling the village and taking all the money, leaving everyone poor so Tazuna couldn't afford a higher ranked mission. He told them how he was working on a bridge and Gato was trying to stop him by killing him. After hearing all this, Kakashi decided they would stay and carry out the mission. Some time later, Kakashi yelled for them all to duck as a giant sword swung across their heads and into a tree. There could be seen a man standing on the sword. So that's why the demon brothers failed. Kakashi the copy ninja was there. The man said, "And you? Daughter Zabuza the demon of the hidden mist." Kakashi said. "His real name is Zabuza Momochi, if only I could see his face." Naruto thought, "Guys, stay back, he is an S-rank ninja and is very dangerous." Kakashi said. "Sensei, could you try to get the wrappings of his face?" Naruto asked, whispering. "Why would I be worried about what he looks like? We need to worry about getting out of here alive." Kakashi responded, "Sensei, please, if we know what he looks like, he will die. Just trust and please try to show his face." Naruto said, "Fine, I'll try to show his face but stay back." Kakashi said, "Gotcha," Naruto said as the battle between the two S-ranked ninjas commenced. Kakashi revealed his Sharingan, leaving Sasuke shocked. "The Sharingan?" Sasuke shouted with surprise. "What's a Sharingan?" Sakura asked. "The Sharingan is a dojutsu that can immediately see and anticipate all ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu at hand." Naruto explained, "Yeah, and a trait only of the Uchiha clan, so how does Kakashi-sensei have one?" Sasuke said, "They also call him Kakashi of the Sharingan. Apparently a deceased Uchiha gave it to him during the Third Great Shinobi War." Naruto said, "It seems you know a lot about a lot of stuff, Naruto." Sakura said, "I've done lots of research." Naruto responded, "Guys, Kakashi-sensei got trapped inside a water prison." Sasuke said, "You guys did enough with the demon brothers, it's my turn now." Naruto said, "You have to get past my clone first," Zabuza said while he made a water clone. "Let's see how you and your clone face up against my new jutsu. First, multi-shadow clone jutsu," Naruto said, making about 30 shadow clones. "Now for my new technique. Wind release. Divine mountain wind." All the Narutos shouted as they thrust out their hands, created a huge vortex of wind that was so strong it destroyed Zabuza's clone and blew Zabuza hundreds of feet away, blowing his wrappings off his face and freeing Kakashi. Naruto caught a glimpse of Zabuza's face before sinking into the ocean and already memorized it. Kakashi was in absolute shock at Naruto's display of strength, and Sasuke and Sakura were just smirking as they already knew what he was now capable of. "And Naruto when did you learn that jutsu?" Kakashi asked in shock. "Ever since we passed your test, me, Sasuke, and Sora have been training and learning new jutsu and getting stronger." Naruto responded. Then suddenly Hunter Ninja appeared before them. "I am here to retrieve the body of Zabuza Momochi." The Hunter Ninja says, "He's at the bottom of the ocean. Be careful because he may or may not be alive." Naruto said, "Very well," the Hunter Ninja said, diving into the ocean. Kakashi then collapsed from overuse of the Sharingan. "Hey, let's head back to my place so he can get some rest," Tazuna said. Tazuna carried Kakashi on his back and they made their way to the land of waves.